Hello and welcome to News Blitzer. The Catholic Bishops' Conference of India, CBCI, may have permanently soured Christian relations with the Muslim religious establishment by backing the country's Islamophobic government on a controversial bill that Muslims see as a direct blow to their ancient codes. The bill, which proposes changes to a decades-old Waqf law that governs properties donated by Indian Muslims for religious or charitable purposes over centuries, could impact the community in perhaps as many as 500,000 villages. To the bishops, the punitive changes in the law will help about 600 Christian families in North Kerala's Munnabam village, who live on land whose ownership is claimed by Muslim charities. This is what a spokesman for the CBCI said, which clearly indicates the fallacious and narrow views of the bishops.
It's not that we have welcomed, but we have said that if the Waqf boards, this Amendment Act is coming forward, then all the parties should think about the constitutional rights of all people and accordingly go ahead, keeping in mind the problem that is going on in Munnabam, the people, their land, etc. So all those problems, keeping in mind, this issue has come up.
The Munnabam matter has been before the courts, and bilateral negotiations have been ongoing for almost 3 years since the Waqf claimed the land as its own. But to the Muslims, the CBCI's ill-timed press statement, issued during the Eid season, that amendments to the existing law are the only way Christians will get justice, is a breach of traditional fraternity across the country. Civil society feels the government of Prime Minister Narendra Modi has leaned heavily on the bishops of the Syro-Malabar and Syro-Milango rites, collectively a powerful lobby in the bishops' conference, to get them to take an ill-advised move. India's ruling Bharatiya Janata Party has made deep inroads in Kerala politics in recent years with the help of the church leadership, leading to a breakthrough Lok Sabha seat in Thrissur in the 2024 elections. Till now, governance of the southern state has changed hands between the Indian National Congress and the Left Alliance of Marxist parties for more than 70 years. In its statement, which was gleefully taken up and broadcast by government ministers, the CBCI has claimed that certain parts of the Waqf law are against the Constitution of India and have been used to stake a claim over Christian land in the Munnabam region. The CBCI added that the rights of minority religions must be safeguarded. The Muslim Personal Law Board and various other groups claim the government's move is a deliberate scaling up of the hostile environment it created after the 2019 general election, and accelerated after Modi's third term began in 2024. This is what the Vice President of the All India Muslim Personal Law Board said in this context.
ये बिल डिस्क्रिमिनेटरी है, मुसलमानों के खिलाफ नाइंसाफी करता है। वो हुकूक, वो राइट्स जो इस मुल्क में हर मजहबी ग्रोह को हासिल है, हिंदुओं को हासिल है, सिखों को हासिल है, सारे मजहबी हुकूक ग्रोहों को हासिल है, सिर्फ मुसलमानों को उन हुकूक से महरूम करने की।
The community has organized mass protests in and several other states. Critics argue the government is centralizing power in its own hands, potentially enabling the government to reclaim Waqf properties arbitrarily, especially given historical accusations of state encroachments on Waqf land. The Muslim Personal Law Board and Jamiat, Ulema-e-Hind, an influential organization of Indian Muslim scholars, have expressed fears that the bill facilitates the capture or snatching of Waqf properties. Waqf properties span millions of acres and hold significant economic and cultural value estimated at trillions of rupees. The lack of clear provisions to reclaim illegally occupied Waqf properties, combined with the new dispute resolution process, has led to accusations that the bill legalizes past encroachments rather than protecting these assets for the community. Apart from the Muslim community, the governments of states not ruled by the BJP are also suspicious of Modi's intent, contending that the bill infringes on the rights of the states to manage land and religious affairs, as enshrined in the Constitution. It is also argued that it violates Articles 14, Equality, 15, Non-discrimination, and 25, Religious freedom, by targeting Muslim institutions specifically, without similar interventions in other religious trusts, including Hindu endowments. While there is no clear threat in the move to properties of the Christian establishment, it is a fact that large properties of churches of North and South India, the Methodist churches and the Baptist churches, are coveted by state governments and non-state actors. Hundreds of church properties are now at the center of legal battles with charges against local bishops, mostly of Protestant denominations, of alienating traditional religious properties. Many Muslim groups and opposition leaders have criticized the process behind the bill, alleging insufficient consultation with stakeholders like state Waqf boards and community representatives. The Joint Parliamentary Committee report, which approved the bill with amendments, has been accused of sidelining opposition dissent and pushing through a unilateral agenda, further deepening mistrust. Prominent Muslim leaders have called the bill unconstitutional and part of a Hindutva agenda to weaken Muslim religious practices and institutions. They believe that the amendments threaten mosques, madrasas, and graveyards, not just administrative efficiency. This is what the General Secretary of the All India Muslim Personal Law Board had to say.
कि कल जेपीसी के चेयरमैन कहते हैं ऑल इंडिया मुस्लिम पर्सनल लॉ बोर्ड मुसलमानों को गुमराह कर रहा है। दर हकीकत हम नहीं गुमराह कर रहे हैं, हम अपना हक तस्लीम कराना चाहते हैं, बल्कि हुकूमत और आप चेयरमैन खुद गुमराह कर रहे हैं मुस्लिम पर्सनल लॉ बोर्ड को और मुसलमानों को।
While the government claims the bill aims to improve transparency, digitize records, and address mismanagement in Waqf boards, issues acknowledged even by some critics, these assurances have been overshadowed by fears of overreach and discrimination amplified by a lack of trust in the government's intentions among many in the Muslim community. Some Hindu critics, however, argue the bill doesn't go far enough to address encroachments by Waqf boards. Away from the counterpoint of the debate, civil society is anguished at the rift between the largest religious minority and the second largest. While Christians constitute some 2.3% of India's 1.40 billion people, Muslims are a significant 15% or more. The Christian community has no law or practice which can be seen as an equivalent of the Waqf. Christians have built churches since independence by buying land at market prices, often with great difficulty. There continue to be donations of land by families to build churches, but these are covered under civil property rules. Properties that could be seen as threatened, and many of which are now facing lawsuits, are those built during the colonial British rule, which ended on August 14, 1948. Churches and institutions, such as schools, colleges, and hospitals, were given, often in the heart of cities and towns, on a lease for 99 years, which has expired or will expire soon. What are your views on the issue? Do let us know in the comment box below. And if you haven't already, do subscribe to this channel for cutting-edge news reports, analysis and specials. Thank you once again.